exactly why we do that. What is up, everybody? Good morning. Good Saturday morning.
If I look confused, it's because that fake ending gets me every time.
It totally does.
He ending hits, and I'm like, "What's up, everybody?" Like I'm a little Peter McKinnon, but
he mocks it, dude. Every guys, he mocks it every single week. I'm going to therapy as a result. You're getting the kill now.
Dude, Tex, welcome back, buddy. It's been a long week without you, man. Glad to hear that your boy's doing better.
Thank you. I very much appreciate it. At the
start of the show, more important than everything, it's good to hear that your son's doing better, man.
He is doing so much better by leaps and bounds. I mean, he still has a somewhat of a cough, and we got antibiotics for him, and we've got a breathing treatment for him that we got to do. But man, that poor kid got hit with like everything all at the beginning of the week. He had double knee surgery Monday, and then either because something was there beforehand or something he maybe got at the hospital, he wound up getting RSV and also pneumonia at the same time. So he was very much struggling, and just, thanks to everybody for praying for my family.
Yeah.
And for my son in particular. Really do appreciate you guys. I cannot stress it enough how much I'm thankful for all that, because God does, I believe, hear prayers, and he's finally on the mend. So thank God for that.
Well, we're glad to have you back. Glad to have him. The pneumonia thing, actually, it's so funny. Like in kids, pneumonia is pretty easy if kids go under. Like for some reason, like something to do with like the breathing when they're under, pneumonia tends to happen. Like it's a pretty normal occurrence, but RSV, that's tough.
Yeah. So it was rough, but on also a brighter note, we also have a wonderful guest joining us today.
Do we?
Miss Maggie Moo. Yeah, I think she's pretty wonderful, right? Miss
I don't know that she's a guest at this point. She's had more appearances on this show unofficially than anybody else. So
that's true, other than us. So, but welcome on in, Meg. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, friends. I'm doing well. It is snowing here in Middle Tennessee.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna get like a quarter inch of ice here in San Antonio, and everybody's panicking. All the store shelves are shut down.
Yep.
Now I did prepare.
You poor kid.
We were kind of dealing with everything with our son, and I was like, okay, we've lost power here in Texas before, so I got to make sure to get a generator. So I had to juggle all that. So we do have a generator just in case stuff goes down, and we should be okay. Hopefully.
Guys, I'm pleased to report that it's like 76 or 78 degrees.
Yeah, he's
today.
Rubbing it in earlier. He's like,
it's blue skies, but there are some clouds. And guys, I just want you to know, in South Florida, we will rebuild. We will rebuild.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you will. Now, here's also a question too. As well.
Brennan says he's got at least 6 inches of snow with ice on top already. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds. No offense, Al, but that sounds like a you problem. I'm just throwing
dude. You know what, man? I lived in the Midwest for like 10 years and dealt with this crap for way longer than I would. I mean, actually, I lived there most recently for 10 years. I lived there for like 4 years before. So I got nearly 15 years of Midwestern bullcrap snow and ice weather. No, thank you. I'm retired. I'm retired from that garbage.
Yeah, we're toying with the idea of moving up to Iowa. And of course, my father-in-law was like, you know what? He's like, I don't know if you guys want to come up here right now. It's like -5 with like a wind chill of like -31. And I'm like,
yeah, Iowa's a huge difference.
Yeah, dude, Austin and the surrounding areas are beautiful.
Yes.
Iowa. Look, whatever's best for you, man. Love that for you. Love that for your journey.
Yeah. Tim's like, I would do. Now here's my question for you, Ray. And this is, for anybody out there that wants to take a guess at what exactly this is all about, we have to talk about something.
Oh, you know what, man? People keep asking me these questions like I know anything about it.
I know nothing.
Someone sent me a file to post, and I posted it.
Yeah. So what is this all about? I mean, what do you guys think this is?
It looks like the future of gaming and the future of streaming is now.com. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but then, dude, even if you go there, if I can, because I went by there earlier.
Did you?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so then what is this all about? Like the only thing, I don't know. But we got 9 days, 46 minutes, and 10 seconds.
I guess we'll find out.
What exactly that's all about. I
got to be honest with you guys. The official statement from this is the Ray, right? I received the file and was asked to not share where the file came from and asked to post it. That's what I did. That's what we got. Just telling you.
Kenji's like, it's about the future, gang.
It is, gang.
Gang.
What's up, Kenji? Good to see you this morning, sir.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm pretty gangster.
That's true.
I mean, with that shirt and everything,
Dude, look, I need you to full screen it. Where's Kevin? Here we go.
Okay, hold on. So
Megan's here. Yeah.
There you go. Full screen Kevin right there. On race
Dude,
chat.
I stand this Kevin shirt and I stand Kevin so hard. My wife is afraid that if I wear my Job Less shirt, people will be offended.
What? No
I don't know.
way.
Why?
She's like, do you think that it's okay that people think it's okay that you're wearing a random black guy on your shirt? I'm like, sure.
It's not random. It's Jaw.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's not random to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's just weird. I mean, there's nothing weird or wrong about the shirt. It's not like you're doing crazy things with it.
He's on your chest, which means he's just always close
Dude,
to your
Kevin is
heart.
close to my heart, dude. That's where it is. Kevin, I know you're probably sleeping after a week at NAMM. You better have stolen my camera. That's all I'm saying. I told you to steal a camera for me.
He's
Dude,
exhausted.
Kevin gets around, right? He was telling me about all the places that he had to go and travel. I'm like, holy crap, dude! When do you have like downtime?
Dude, that's production life, and I think that people don't understand that. Like, I love this show because I love that we talk about like streaming production, and I love that sometimes it bleeds into like real life, like non-streaming actual production. That's a weird way to say it because streaming is actual production. I'm not like trying to take a shot at streamers, but like production life, dude, it is go all the time, and like even for me. I'm in like an easier traveled production situation, but there are still huge stretches that like in the summertime when we have events, like I'm gone for like a month. You know what I mean? Like I'm just constantly
He's pretty much been gone the whole month.
Yeah. That it's a whole thing. And so like, you know, one of the cool things that I love about Rumble and the Rumble community is like when I have to step away, like I can still show up in people's streams when I have downtime, and like it's not like you just totally get swallowed up. I've been able to like step away as we need to for travel and come back in, and it's not that big of a deal. But like, man, I'll tell you what, like production life back in the day, dude, I was on the road 22 days a month at minimum. At minimum, I was on the road 22 days a month.
Wow.
And so that doesn't even count like local shows that we did and full installs. We're going to do like a massive install, actually. We're coming into the new year, so we got like at our main campus, we got a bunch of conferences and things that are coming up, and so like we're resetting everything. And man, we've got some really cool stuff that we're fabricating for the LED walls that we use and the LED panels, and like just some cool lighting things that are coming in. So I'm stoked. I'm in like building season of production, but this is also the time for guys like Kevin that are on the, like this is travel season. I think Kevin said he's going to basically be on the road till April, like the end of March.
Yeah, I was talking to him. I was like, dude, we should get together and play some games and show him. I think off the grid and stuff like that. Because I saw you, Meg, playing.
Yeah,
she owes me PUBG stuff.
I was like, dude, like we need to play, and he's like, okay, well, he goes, I've got to go here, got to go here, go here. I'm gonna go travel all over the place. And I'm like, okay, well, then I'll see you sometime like in June.
Soltech is slandering me in the chat right now.
I saw that.
Ray never showed Soltech. What are you talking about?
What he say? What's up,
Well,
Sol?
here's what happened. I played PUBG so poorly with Soltech that he was like, all right, man, gotta go. And I never heard from him again. That was the end of it.
Not a crime.
That was the end of it. Soltech, you know, man, I'll be around today. You know, run some games. I got you. I got spots open. Meg's supposed to play PUBG with me at some point in life. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Kevin got into PUBG with me one time, and then my computer crashed. That night sucked.
Yeah,
that was so bad,
dude. Sometimes it's crazy the way that things happen. You know what I mean? Like we did. I played Fortnite with Meg and her husband Kevin, and then of course. My son went into a meltdown and had to get off early, and I haven't heard since. So, I mean, I see how it is, Meg. I see how it is.
Listen, I will play Fortnite with you anytime because you know I love Fortnite.
Fortnite's great, actually.
They got me back, guys.
They did. Ray sends me a screenshot that they added The Office
Thank
to
you, Soltech.
Fortnite. And he sent me the screenshot, and I go, so are you telling me there's a chance?
In there. Look, they got me. Now, you know what's so funny? That Fortnite, whether I'm playing Fortnite or not, Fortnite has me financing them. I have that Fortnite crew. It's like a membership. I pay them like $10 a month. I've only kept it on because it also gives me the season pass in Rocket League, and I do play still quite a bit of Rocket League. Like I played Rocket League offline for like 2 hours yesterday, and I logged into Fortnite to just check out the prices on the Office bundle. I had like 10,000 V-Bucks. Like I have so many V-Bucks in my library. I was like, all right, great, I'll buy it. So I bought all the Office stuff. It was great. Maybe I'll never use it. Maybe I will.
Is the Office stuff on Fortnite right now?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Dude, they've got Dwight. There's Dwight in his normal his gray tan suit with his mustard yellow shirt, and then there's one where it takes the shirt off and it has his gun holster in it. And they put a banana in his gun holster. But there's a variant that you can do to both of them where he's wearing the CPR dummy's face that he cut off. It's hilarious. His back bling is the CPR dummy. That's pretty good too.
It's amazing how much money they make from those types of things. Because when they added the K-pop Demon Hunter skins, I bought all of them. And then I just heard Mally actually sent me a DM of a post on X yesterday that they're adding Derpy from the cat from K-pop Demon Hunters as a sidekick soon. And I was like, take all my money. Take all my money.
Dude, well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't even play Fortnite. Like, I can't tell you the last time. It's not been on my computer in like 6 months. I can't tell you the last time I played Fortnite. But when they showed The Office, I was like, you got me immediately. Yeah. And like, I hadn't played Call of Duty in a year, but they added Fallout to Call of Duty, and I played the Fallout event. I was like, you got me. Like, when you put certain things that I like and there's crossovers, and they know this is how they get us. But like, that's where I'm like, okay, I'm a sucker. You got me. You got my money.
I was going to say, I think it's also, but it's kind of a good jumping point, right? Because it speaks to nostalgia, the things that we love. And for those of you guys that have never seen Maggie Moo or her show, I would consider her to be the queen of nostalgia and pulp culture here on Rumble, 100%. I don't think anybody else does it better. She researches everything. And so kind of for those of the people that don't know, how did you kind of branch into that? Because originally you were a musician and you were singing and all that other kind of stuff. And then now you've kind of just transitioned now into doing pulp culture.
Yeah. I mean, I've always had a love for pop culture. Mainly my late brother was my inspiration for everything that I talk about, because, when you think about your childhood, especially growing up in either the 80s, 90s, and then of course being a teenager, moving into the 2000s, it was just a simpler time back then. We had, we grew up with and without cell phones. We grew up with and without social media, and we are able to kind of imagine that time period and how much better it was, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And you think about your childhood, you think about riding your bike down the street and seeing other bikes parked in front of somebody's house. And you're like, what the F? Why didn't you invite me? Or getting your rollerblades out and going outside, or looking up movie times in the newspaper, or calling movie phone. And my brother was a huge influence for me with movies and music specifically. And it helps me keep his and I's memories alive when I talk about those kinds of things. Because he was also a musician, but he just loved movies so much. And he would get so excited to show me a movie, or even if it wasn't approved by the parents, he'd be like, don't tell mom.
I think we all did that, I think.
Yeah. And he would play on this is a memory engraved in my head. It'll be there burned forever. And I love it. We had a stereo in our den, and he put on Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi. And the first song is You Give Love a Bad Name. And he would be like, are you ready? You ready? And he'd hit play. He'd be like, shot through the heart, no to blame. And he would just wait for me to sing it. And he would teach me lyrics to songs. And he would teach me, historical facts about bands like Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin. And I just wanted to carry kind of that legacy with me, but more so make it me.
Yeah.
Pull me into it.
Yeah. I mean, personally, like, I don't have the energy to do what you do. I'm just, I'd be done in like 3 seconds. You know what I mean?
Her like dance raids and all this stuff. It's like, no, dude, no. First of all, no one wants to see that from me. They don't. So
there's a market for everything, Ray.
There is.
I don't think there's a market for everything. Maybe not.
I think so. Giant men who like to dance in their chairs, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pull out some of your Star Wars stuff. You can totally go for it. I mean,
look, man, lightsaber, ready to go. Let's do this thing.
Meg's got the Rebellion helmet over there.
Dude, this is such a cool.
Yeah, my lightsaber hanging on the wall back there.
Do you really got a lightsaber too, man?
Yeah.
I'm freaking terrible.
This is the official Cal Kestis from
I've got
Jedi
a lava
Fallen
lamp.
Order.
That's my lightsaber. Is my lava lamp right there? That's about all I got.
Dude,
that is one thing I don't have. I need a lava lamp.
Dude, do it. They're like $20.
I know.
You need two things, Meg, and we'll put it up on we'll get like a Patreon going or a Kickstarter. We'll get like a what's the gift buying thing that people use? I can't remember it. There's like an app. Yeah, Throne. We'll get a Throne going for it. Maggie needs a lava lamp. And Maggie needs the dome with the electricity in it, that when you touched it, the electricity.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I think everybody needs it.
What about the bird, the balancing bird?
Oh yeah, I remember the
Yes.
balancing weird. Or like the what was the thing with like the pins that you put your hand in it and it would like, or like people put on their face and then like
Yes.
what was that
Yep.
even called?
Who knows? Kevin does the best impression of the do you remember the thing where you would thump it upside down and it would go
Internet.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, I remember those. Those are great. They're like tubes.
Yeah.
Yep. Or you'd go like you'd shake it and it'd be like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." Like the whole time. I got one for you, Megan.
Okay.
So Meggie and I are a couple years apart. I'm a little bit Meggie's elder, but we're still in the same, like we're still there, right?
So 25, right? 25.
Brother. Oh, to be 25 again.
Yeah.
Just
Could
throwing
you
that out there.
imagine? Do you remember the thing? It was like a little scooter. It was a little red scooter, and you put your feet on it, and when you like moved your feet and your hands back and forth, it would create the momentum and make you move. What was that called?
I don't know what it was called.
I never had one. My next door neighbor had it, and we would go in their garage and use that thing.
And do like,
And like I would be on the big wheel because I had a big wheel. Like everyone, do you guys remember big wheels? And he'd have his little like scooter thing, and I remember I have this crazy vivid memory of like the big wheel, and then someone was using a skip it. You remember skip it?
I had one in the garage.
Yeah, one friend had a skip it on. He was on that little scoot thing that you would move the front wheels and it would make you go. I was on the big wheel, and we all had I guess they were quote unquote candy, but they were basically wax Dracula teeth in that tasted awful.
Yes, I remember that.
I have the most vivid memory of these 3 vampire children in this garage, and that's what's happening. No music, no nothing.
But
Just
see, it's moments like
4-year-old
that
children
that you remember that sometimes, and that's what I love is that sometimes I'll pull a topic and it'll spark a memory like that for somebody, and they'll put it in the chat, and then it'll just create this, domino effect, the snowball effect of, bringing up this and bringing up that. Oh, I remember that. And like, that's my goal.
And then we
to
connect.
get people to be like, I remember that. Yes. And you connect on things that may be a little bit different from where you grew up and how you grew up and what you grew up with. But at the same time, like there's all these little similarities that kind of bring us all together, which is my favorite part.
Yeah, for me, I mean, of course, I'm a little bit older than you guys, just a little bit. We won't talk about that. But I mean, I remember I can't remember Pogo Ball. Do you guys remember Pogo Ball?
I have one in my closet right now.
Do you really?
I do.
I've not seen one of those things like forever. I loved those things.
It's still in the box. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay. I'm down to see this. And then, of course, we got like Pogo Sticks as well.
Pogo
Sticks
I
freaking
remember.
amazing.
I was terrible at pogo sticks. I kept hitting I would always hit my shin with the foot pegs.
Well, dude, you were quite the man, dude. I'm sure that you
pogo
were
ball.
growing
I
up,
do remember.
That
But you know
is
what's so funny?
amazing, mate.
I never knew that's what it was called.
I didn't either.
I'd be like, "Where's that Saturn ball?"
Yeah.
It's like Saturn.
Yeah.
Who's got the Saturn ball? I'll be honest with you. I was always bigger than everybody, like huge, giant, like, and like Landon is the same way, dude. Landon is in the 112th percentile for height. I didn't know you go over 100. Like,
yes.
Like he is unbelievably tall for his age. I was the same way. And so like in photos of Landon with his friends, even when he was like 6, it's like Landon's friends and like Landon in the picture. I mean, like he is like a man amongst children. And so like that pogo ball and stuff, like I would stand on it and it would just like I was way bigger than what it was intended.
I was more of a rollerblading girl.
Rollerblading's good.
I remember when rollerblades like released, like when it was a thing. I remember specifically the hype around rollerblades.
Dude, it was like rollerblades were like such a new concept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I loved going to roller skating rinks and stuff like that. Roller skating, getting, all the blisters on my feet because the skates were terrible. But it was so much fun. I couldn't walk for 3 days afterwards, but it was,
our
great.
skate land at like the second Tuesday of every month did Christian skate night.
Oh,
And we would go to Christian skate night because all the youth groups in the area would come together, and like my little girlfriend for the other youth group would be there. You know what I'm talking about? Like you'd have like all those things on, and they'd play like Meg. I don't even know if you know like DC Talk, like the edgy Christian music of the '90s. And my parents would just drop us off for like 3 hours.
Yes.
Like that was it.
We had 2 rinks in my hometown. One was a practice rink for hockey, like a little league hockey team.
Yeah.
But they would use skates.
Yeah.
Like roller skates. And then one was in a kind of sketchy area. So we never went without an adult. But that one, the sketchy one was the best one. I mean, it had the carpet, it had the lights.
Black lights and like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, it's time for couple skate.
Oh, yeah.
Which was hilarious at Christian skate night. Because it would be couple skate and it would be like some
Don't hold
really
hands.
dopey, slow Christian music. And that's what you did. You would just hold hands and skate in a circle. No one danced. Because like our skate land, even in the center, they didn't want people to like congregate there or like whatever. So like you could be, you know how that, like that's the rules of like a skate thing. You got the outer ring and everyone just kind of like skates in the circle in the outer ring.
Yeah.
And then the cool skaters that actually can do stuff that are freestyling are like freestyling and spinning like the goddamn Olympics in the middle. Ours didn't really like that. So you couldn't really like congregate. And then if you got really good on your rollerblades and you could skate backwards a little bit, we would skate backwards down the straightaway. That was pretty good. Yeah.
I tried to do that. I was terrified. I was terrified to try and go backwards. I watched so many of those people just like run, rings around me.
Look, some of you in the chat never grew up by watching some old head on 4-wheel skates gliding around Skateland like he was a goddamn angel, and it shows. Because dude, those old heads, and it'd be hilarious. They'd be like 350-pound bald old men. And dude, they get those skates on and they just get that like little bump when they get going. And dude, they were unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Best memories.
The best memories of the skate rink. I wish that we need to bring them back. I know that we have one that's probably like 30 minutes away from us. Yeah. But they used to be more common. We need to bring them back because I want to go skate. I want to use my rollerblades.
We've got like 4 of them down here in South Florida where we live.
I think a couple here in San Antonio. I know of one for sure.
We have an ice skating rink, and here's the crazy thing. But it's not that crazy because like the Florida Panthers are apparently going to never not win the championship again. They're going to just keep winning the NHL championship every year. So hockey is like a thing down here. You can't hardly get into the ice. The ice rink that we have has like 5 different rinks in it. Like it's a pretty big complex.
Oh wow!
And 4 nights a week, it's hockey leagues. Like it's hockey. Always, and not just like kids hockey leagues. I got a coworker of mine. He is 42 years old and is a goalie in a rec hockey league, and it is like they take it so serious. Like
that.
Well, dude, you have to be pretty serious to play freaking hockey. Because I remember the first time a friend of mine introduced me to hockey, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then to watch like grown man just like freaking throw down. And the referee just kind of stand there and wait for them to kind of tire out and then finally pull them, missing teeth and they got fractured faces. And it's just like, I mean, hockey, I think is probably the most manliest sport there is. Football used to be, but now they all have pads and helmets and stuff. So I think hockey takes that. But
I don't know anything about hockey.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just grown men. They get mad at each other. They're like, okay, throw the gloves off. And then they freaking duke it out there on the ice for a little while until the referee decides to break it up. And then if it gets really crazy, both teams will empty out of the bin. And then it's just a brawl on the ice.
Dude, I saw just literally last week in the NHL, 2 goalies got into a fight. And I don't know if you know this.
Wait,
like, I'm not a big hockey guy.
I don't know.
Okay, that's an intentional fight because one goalie has to skate from the total opposite side to get into the fight with the other goalie. And he's like skating. And as he's skating, it reminds me so much of like that scene in Austin Powers where like he's slowly getting run over.
Yeah, he's like,
the goalie is skating and like he's just screaming and yelling. He gets to like mid ice and his helmet comes off. He gets a little bit closer. He throws one glove off. It's like, what is happening
it's
right
like
now?
A Deadpool with what's the ice machine called? A Zamboni?
Zamboni.
Zamboni with Deadpool, and he's like, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. Best Zamboni scene in a movie because my ADD just kicked off. The Happy Gilmore Zamboni Endless Love in the Dark scene, and it pans out and the Zamboni driver's singing. He's like singing. That's great. It's so good. Meg, the nostalgia is such a gripping thing. We're talking about like the memories of nostalgia. I just recently, we live in a really cool time because like a lot of things that I grew up with are coming back. And I think that's probably like a cycle that happens for everybody. Like I was in Target like 3 months ago, and they re-released the exact line of like Batman the animated series action figures that me and my brother had, and it was the same box and everything, except for now it's got like an exclusively to Target print on the front of it. And I found my brother's exact. So I have big brother syndrome. He has little brother syndrome. I was always Batman. He was always Robin. I was always Mario. He was always Luigi. You know how that goes. Like, it's the older brother, younger brother thing. His exact like favorite Robin toy that he ever had, like the exact Robin action figure. And so my parents were in town, and I sent it home with them to give to him. And he called me and was like crying.
Oh,
He was like, "This is the greatest thing that anyone has ever given me." And like now, like sits on his desk. He's like, he has. I think that's so cool. Like the nostalgia is so strong on this stuff. Like there's these like TikTok. You've seen these TikTok nostalgia accounts, Meg, where they're like AI generated, and they're like, "Hate to hear that you're stuck in 2026. Back here in 1985, we're going with Dad to pick up a Little Caesars pizza and go to Blockbuster." And it's like, those kill me.
Yeah.
Because like, if it wasn't for my kids, I would go back so hard. Like if you offered me a pill that was like, I would, outside of my kids, I'd be there. I'd be there in a minute. I would go back.
Same.
Yesterday.
Same.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is, you know, in terms of like the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that, there's such an innocence about that particular time, especially for those of us that like kind of grew up through it, you know, that it's just, you can't replace it. Like everybody in the 2000s that grew up with the internet, you're never going to know what it's like to have to wait at home for a phone call, you know, or like, you know, try three-way calling when you'd always hang up on your friend trying to get that dialed in, right?
Or I'd be on the phone with somebody and someone else would try to connect to the internet. My phone line, I had a phone in my bedroom. We had a second phone line at our house for the internet, but that was like my phone number, right? So I would be like, honestly, in high school on the phone with Mrs. DeRay, like, "Hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. I just saw you an hour ago, but let's talk on the phone." And we'd be like on our nightly boyfriend, girlfriend, high school conversations because we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have them. And all of a sudden you just hear like, because someone would try to connect to the internet while you're on the phone. It sucked.
Well, I mean, you got those noises, but you hear noises like this.
Oh, that's the one. Every time.
Every time you're like, what? Ha, ha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah. It'd be like, "Is it her?"
Yeah.
Like,
Like the kids will not know what it's like to sit on AIM instant messenger and wait for like your crush to hop on or wait for your friend that you literally just got off the phone with to hop on to see your away message or your buddy list status or the fact that we knew how to code our MySpace profiles
100%.
before we even knew what coding was.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah,
making it glittery.
I mean, I remember vividly, you know, just, you know, "You've got mail." It's like, yes, what did I get? And then it's just, you know, spam or being in the middle of a chat room, you know, at that time it was, you learned, that's how you talk.
Oh, dude, I wasn't allowed to go in chat rooms.
It was just typing. So
my mom and dad, like I remember I was probably 15 or 16, probably closer to 16. When my dad put a computer in the room for like me and my brother to have access to. And I remember them like putting the fear, like if you even Google search, it wasn't Google back then. We used like Ask Jeeves. I don't even remember all the search engines. There was Yahoo, there was Ask Jeeves. Google probably was a thing, but it wasn't like my standard. And they're like, if you even search for a chat room, like it was like, you're dead. Like we will murder you. You know what I mean?
So, well, AOL had the kid version. Do you remember that? Where it was like a lockdown version where you could only access certain things. And they could even make it to where you couldn't chat.
Fragniac says, "I used to hustle mixtapes on Napster." I remember the first album I downloaded on Napster. I actually remember so I lived in the Eastern Shore of Maryland and we had like no tech. We were 10 years behind everything else. I remember being on dial-up and going to families in like the Baltimore area, and they had high-speed internet. Like they had like DSL and we still were on dial-up. And I remember watching them download files on Napster so fast that I didn't believe that it was real life. Because for me to download a CD, like a 9 or 10 song album, took like 6 hours. It took forever to download it.
And you, especially on LimeWire, You spent
dude.
all that time downloading the music, and then you didn't know until it was done if it was like a legit song, or
yes.
didn't have like a radio tag in it, or some other tag in it, or if it was the worst quality version of the song.
Yeah, the bit rate was way off and everything was cooked.
Viruses,
I remember
all that fun stuff.
my first Napster download. Chat, I need to know. First Napster download. Do you guys remember? Do you remember the very first thing? I do.
Oh.
I remember the first thing I ever downloaded on Napster.
Yeah, I think for me it was music by Metallica, and so they got mad. I'm the reason why Metallica got really mad. Got it all shut down because I just remember that big pushback from a lot of the music creators and stuff. And I get it now that I'm older.
Lars Ulrich.
Oh yeah,
who's not even the best drummer in Metallica.
Not even the best drummer in Metallica.
He's not even the best drummer like at all. He like
exactly.
He's a terrible.
Not very good.
He's not good at all, and he's a worse person. But he 100%. Was so anti-Napster. He was like the face of like
Frag Kazaa. Yes.
Oh
my god.
Dude, why you got to go there, Frag? Now we're feeling awesome. But you know, it's cool because Al Brennan said earlier a little bit ago that he actually met his wife in a chat room on AOL. Which I mean,
I saw that.
Be thankful that was actually a girl because you know nowadays you just don't ever know, and back then you really didn't know.
Maggie, what was your first Napster download? You got to think.
I probably it may have been either Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears because it was around that time.
Yeah, mine was Chevelle Wonder What's Next, the album that had the red on it. That was the first album I downloaded on Napster.
Red again.
Yeah, I literally we installed Napster for that. LimeWire, Lumpy says, got me my first letter from a game company when I downloaded. That's what, you know what's so funny? Like when gaming and pirating games became like a thing. And it was easier back in the day because maybe not on PC, but on console, like you could crack your console and the console wasn't connected to the internet. So there's no way for like the gaming company to figure out that you had done it. And I don't remember what the game was, but there was if you had the cracked version of the game, there was like a Trojan horse in the code that you would get like at the end of the third level, you had to take an elevator to like ascend and go to the next part of the game. If you didn't go through the elevator, it was a bottleneck in the game that you had. And if your game was cracked, you got in the elevator, you never could get out. Like it just locked your system down and it would trap your character in the elevator. And like, that was it. That was good. Those are good times, man. Good times.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. I mean, have you, Meg, and with doing all the content creation you do surrounding nostalgia, have you been kind of pleasantly surprised by the reaction you've been getting from the community?
Actually, yes. But no, because I think the surprising part to me is the retention that I've gotten from a lot of the community. Like I see a lot of returning people, and my goal is to always make this feel good entertainment space for people to come to. But the nostalgia part of it, I was like, all right, I have this idea. I'm just going to go with it and evolve it and see where it goes. And people were enjoying it. Then I was feeding off them. They were feeding off me. I was getting ideas from them because of the conversations that are sparked within the chat. It gives me ideas and lets me know like what they want to talk about, what they're interested in. And it also sparks memories for me. But it does kind of surprise me the types of people that come into my chat because it's not just Gen X and millennials. Like I have older people that come in my chat and younger people that come into my chat, and they love to hang out and reminisce about that stuff. So I think that's the most surprising part to me, that I have an older generation and a much younger generation that continue to come hang out. And I love it.
Yeah. And I think that's because you do such a great job. I mean, how much time do you normally spend preparing for your shows?
Usually all day.
Yeah. And so chat, there you go. Okay. If you're going to do something and you're going to cover something, make sure you guys put in the homework, research it and then talk about it, and that's one of the things that makes Meg's show just absolutely amazing and phenomenal. If you guys have never been there to hang out, make sure you guys do. And one of the things that I love about what you do, it makes Rumble. I mean, you've been featured on a billboard in Times Square, which is incredible.
We are among Rumble royalty.
That's right. I mean, that's right. So how did you feel about that? Like with, because we're going to cover something about Rumble here that popped this last week, and I really want to talk about it because I was out, but huge news. But how does that feel going from, just kind of doing like, Meg's show over here in the corner of Rumble space to all of a sudden, Rumble's taking notice and you're being posted up on a billboard in Times Square?
So the story is actually really funny. But before I say that, the clip was of me winning a battle royale blitz of Fortnite. So it's just actually funny that this Not a Gamer was featured for the gaming part of the video.
It'd only been better if you'd been wearing your Not a Gamer shirt. That'd have been great.
So I didn't know about it, and I got a message from Toolman Tim Tim the Toolman from Crowder, and he was like, "Congratulations, you're on a billboard in Times Square." And I thought it was spam, so I was like, "Huh?" And so I didn't answer it because I was like, "Oh, maybe he got hacked."
But then he said the thing that Tim says because he loves us, and that's how you know it's really him. He's like, "Did you give them permission to use your likeness?"
Yeah, you did. I know. And so I'm packing because it was the night before Thanksgiving, and I'm packing my suitcase because we're about to hit the road and head to Alabama to see my parents. And I got a phone call from Rick, and he's like, "Did you see?" And I go, "See what?" And he was like, "You haven't seen it?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Girl, you're on a billboard in freaking Times Square." And I was like, "That's real?"
Yeah. The reaction is so perfect in this video.
I know. Well, it's you did something a lot of girls don't do. You actually did a video of yourself with no makeup.
Yeah.
Look at that spud. Yeah. Look at that spud Lumpy.
Yes, I know.
I FaceTimed Lumpy because he was down there, and thankfully, that's a good friend that'll run down the road and do that for you. So I was very thankful that number one, he was down there. But number two, he did that.
It's almost like a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know what I mean? 100%. I mean, how many people that can actually say they've been on a billboard in Times Square? I don't know. Just nobody. Meg. Now I know one. I know Meg.
I was in shock.
I think that it speaks to your preparation. I mean, like we glazed over this a little bit ago, but I mean, like you're talking about 8-hour day preparation for a show every night, and people I think that are not in entertainment, that are not in production, they don't understand, right? Like in video editing, they say like it's like every minute of footage is like 6 hours to 8 hours of editing, and like there's all these rules, and like I say this because Meg, we've seen this, and I know Lumpy's in chat that's seen this, and almost all of us in the community have seen it. We have all these people that are like on the fringe that like just like are squeaky wheels and want to complain all the time. They're like, well, I don't understand why I'm not getting featured. I don't understand why Rumble's not pushing me. I don't understand. Well, probably because you turn your camera on and your face has Dorito puff cheese on it, and like you're playing Call of Duty and you're like locked in like this, and like this is the view that everyone sees of you. Or you never look up. You never look up to see chat, and like you're not putting the work in to actually do production. Meg, like production is work. Preach on that for a minute, because like it's a real thing.
Preparation is key. And now gaming is different, but if you plan to retain your viewers, like you've either got to have a stellar personality, or you've got to have some sort of segments within your gaming to where like you take a break or something. I'm not saying you have to do that. It's just an idea.
Yeah.
But for when you're creating a show, which is what I'm doing, I have a show, and the preparation that it takes to research, to script, to pull clips, to make sure that the script is engaging and entertaining and has chat prompts to get the chat involved. It takes me all day. All day. And then like I make visuals. Not only am I pulling clips, I'm making visuals. I'm making slideshows to keep so you're not just looking at me, you're looking at what I'm actually talking about. And it's like you're in the script with me by looking at the slideshow.
And I can attest to this. So Meg and I have like pre-produced 2 or 3 shows together at this point now. And the times that we've done that, even like the Stranger Things show that we just did, what was that, 2 weeks ago, where we broke down what happened on Stranger Things? Look at our Discord thread. It's like images, it's videos, it's memes, it's concepts. It's we could talk about this. Hear what people are saying about it on TikTok. Hear what people are saying about it on Twitter. Hear what people are saying. Like, okay, is this topic that's being talked about? Is it too niche? Should we open the show with talking about the fact that people thought that there was going to be a secret episode that released? Like, I mean, the back and forth and the production value. It's the same thing when you do PRL, playback request live. Like you and Lumpy are back and forth, and you're trying to figure out all the things. Like to co-host or to host, there's such a monumental amount of effort that goes into it. Very few people can just wing it.
It's very hard to wing it, and I'm a perfectionist a lot of the times, and I like to feel over prepared.
Yeah.
Versus under prepared and not prepared at all. So I like to over prepare and I've been in entertainment for a long time now, and I've been doing this for a little bit now to where like I know I can look at my script and my teleprompter and be like, skip that, run out of time, or that, it's not really fitting the vibe right now. So you can skip around, but it's the prep that goes into it that leads you to success.
Yeah.
Because as much work as it is, the exciting thing about it is seeing the final product.
Yep, 100%.
And then seeing the reaction. And then seeing it all come together, and you're like, okay, that was a lot of hard work, but it was hard work, and I did it. And you take those things, you see what worked and what didn't work, and then you kind of reformulate for the next thing, and depending on your topics. So for me, I will look at my views and my watch hours, and to see which ones are not, what topics did not do well.
Yep.
And which ones did. And I'll be like, okay, well, the movie ones tend to do very, very well. So let's do some movie topics. Or the music ones do really well. So let's do some more music streams and pull different ideas for music. And then you can I tailor my topics around that. Now, I'm always afraid that I'm going to run out of things.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm not because there's so much stuff. But I always have imposter syndrome, and I always tend to want to one-up myself with certain things. And I've tried to dial that back and just think realistically of, okay, it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about what I'm putting out there for my community.
I got a good topic for you coming up.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. Timely. You probably have thought about it.
Well, then go ahead and tell us right now. Let's just go.
Iconic Super Bowl commercials. It's time.
Oh yeah, I did that last year, but I definitely need to do it again. Yeah.
See here, she was already ahead of you, Ray. Nice
She's a
try.
whole year ahead of me. Here's the thing, and we can move
Ray
on.
tried.
Like so when I had first come to Rumble, I'd barely been on Rumble, maybe a week, and Lumpy had something going on. He couldn't co-host PRL with Meg, and I get a message from Lumpy. Someone was like, "Hey, Lumpy can't be there. Do you want to fill in on the show?" And I was like, "This is hilarious. Like, I've done 2 live streams on this platform. Why does anyone want me to do anything?" I think that like I'd been on Pudge's show, and I think I'd been on Grimm's show. Like I had like my first week was just a whirlwind here, and so I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to." I don't, okay, cool. Luckily, I know a lot about music. Like music is a passion of mine, so like it wasn't a topic I couldn't talk about. But I remember Meg reaching out to me and be like, okay, here's the show rundown and the script. And I immediately was like, man, like she actually gets it. Like I remember thinking like, here is a host of a program that's running this like broadcast television. This is my background. And it was immediately like, and I remember reaching out to Meg and be like, okay, so just so I know, like, do you want me to read teleprompter? Do you want me to just use this and like kind of riff off of it? How do you want it? And Meg was like, oh no, you can do whatever. I'm just letting you know, like, this is the rundown of the show. But people don't understand even like having like a teleprompted script and talking points and where you want to go over the course of the show and segment timers, all those things. So I just want you to know, it set the actual professional production person afire to me. I was like, yes, like people get it. Like this is a real thing. Like they're actually putting in the effort. And so I really appreciated that.
Well, thank you. And it was so fun to have you on. And I got the vibe that you were in production, and I was like, he would be a great co-host. So
yeah. And that's where I met Kevin, that show.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember.
It's so wild to kind of see like how both of you guys, I mean, I've been here for, longer than you guys have. And of course, Lumpy, who was hanging out in chat, he was one of the first people I went to. That's all right.
No, Raise in chat. There it is.
Ray, what?
Me and Prophets TV have the same name, so we constantly are Spider-Man memeing each other. We're like, Ray. Yeah.
But like Lumpy was the first person that I came and sat down and hung out in his chat here.
Yeah.
On Rumble, and then saw Silver Fox and saw X Bless, and it's been amazing to kind of see it grow. With Megamoo coming in and you're just kind of taking off with all the pop culture stuff. Ray coming in out of nowhere and just taking off.
Fault.
Yeah, I know.
It is your fault.
I should have told him. I should have told him not to come. It'd been like, well, nobody wants you.
The only reason I'm on Rumble right now is because I ended up being in a private test server that was limited to content creators for Gray Zone Warfare.
Yep.
And I booted in the server and met Lumpy in game getting on a helicopter. And we were like, you want to run some games together? The funny thing is, I'm stupid. I'm not sure people know this about me. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I very easily become so enthralled in something that I forget the context of it. And so I totally forgot that I was in a content creator only server. I just thought I was in playing Gray Zone Warfare. And so I'm talking to Lumpy. We run some missions. During the chat, like during the raid that we're doing, he ends up saying that he streams on Rumble. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the place that Doc bought. And in this exact moment, I had just started creating again. And I had taken a 2-year kind of a hiatus because I had to get my job in order and some things that were happening. And I'd just gone live back to Kick and Twitch. And I literally was only using those things to download the VOD with my face cam on it. And I'll never forget it. Me and Lumpy and a group of guys are sitting around a bonfire in the game. And I get sniped from like across the map, like headshot drop. And it's like the funniest clip. And me and Lumpy, because I had played with Lumpy, I went and I followed him on Twitter. We both end up posting it from our different points of view. It's a hilarious thing. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Like Lumpy's like, man, you should try Rumble out. Like if you're getting back into streaming, you should try Rumble. The very next week, I think it was 2 days later, Rumble announced the not the partner program. What was it called? The ambassador program.
Oh, ambassador, yeah.
And so they put out that's like Lumpy and Fused and Pudge and Tex and Gigi, right? Gigi Gamer Girls in there. Like I'm trying to remember all of them. And it becomes very apparent to me on Twitter that X is like the technical know-how guy. And I had tried a test stream on Rumble and it did not work because of I was using Restream.io. And Rumble and Restream.io do not play well together. And I learned that in the one stream that I tried. So I was like, hey, dude, like, congratulations on this thing. Like, if you have a minute to chat, like, I just have some questions about how it works. Tex spent like 2 hours with me in a Discord call and had never met me before that. Like, just spent all this time walking me through all of it. He's like, you got to drop Restream. Here's how the studio actually works. Here's why you're having issues. Talked me through all of it. And I was like, all right, cool, man. Like, I'm going to go live tonight. And I went live that night. And that was my very first Rumble stream. And it exploded that night. And we're now almost 7 months later. And it would have never happened for me had it not been for guys like Tex and Lumpy. So I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. And then connecting with Meg again through Lumpy and all those sorts of things. It's funny, Meg, you and I would be connected either way because Kevin and I are in the same universe for work. And we have real life work together.
Okay, so you have to show him your shirt. He's in chat right now. So he's
Kevin!
Yeah, Kevin's here. Kevin! There's your shirt, bud.
Oh, there you go, baby boy.
There's your sign, sir.
Yeah, he says, and I just realized the shirt. Well, Meg was on, so I had to
do it. He had to wear it.
I can't wait to see you at an event. What I actually can't wait for is for you to come back down here, and we're gonna go to our little date night out place that we go to, Kevin, and Chris is gonna be there, and all the people, and I'm gonna be wearing the Kevin shirt. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the best.
That's right. It's a bromance, dude. It is a
bromance. It's like Jorba and Ray are both fighting over Kevin.
Yes. Well, you know what the cool thing about having everybody here, and huge news that I also, because I think it's kind of a good segue to talk into since we're talking about Kevin and such, but is how on Rumble it's allowed so many different people to come together to make great content.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys all saw the news or not on socials or how you guys are following this, but since we're here and we're talking about it, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, huge news. I can't stream there, right there. Rumble has surpassed Kick.
Let's go, W Rumble. And this, to be clear, this is in the United States, which is fine. Like that's great. But like,
exactly.
I was there for it. I was ready to.
Yeah, but it was over.
Anyway. Dude, I mean, look, here's the thing. I mean, there's a market for what we do, and I think that you know, one of the pillars that Rumble is built on is free speech. And then really, and I know that the people that feel like they're not involved in the community because you don't spend any time in other people's chats without trying to plug yourself. I'm just saying that out loud. Like that's your fault, not anyone else's. But like discoverability on Rumble, like, is insane.
Yep.
It's insane. Yep. I mean, like, I'm not like this huge account. I'm 6 months in and just surpassed 700 followers. I don't know of any place I've ever been that I grew that fast. Now, I mean, obviously I get made fun of all the time because they're like, who do you think you are? You have 600 followers, 700 followers. But like, the truth is, like, if I could manage 100 followers a month and did that for a couple of years, like my Twitch is still sitting at like 125, and that's my oldest account. And I've been not partnered. What's the other thing, like, before you're partnered there, you're an affiliate or whatever.
Yeah.
I was an affiliate on Twitch like after 3 months, 4 months. And same thing on Kick. I was an affiliate almost immediately. And both of those are sitting at like maybe 150, 200 followers on the account. And I pushed those hard for 2 years. Like the discoverability here only doesn't work if you're not involved in the community. Yeah. It's just straight up that.
Yeah. And I've told so many people that, like, someone tagged me on X the other day. Seems like a real nice guy. He's like Santa Steve, I think is what his name is. And if you're watching out there, Santa Steve, appreciate you. I'm glad you're here on Rumble. He did a stream and he's like, well, no one came. I'm like, Rumble is a different beast. You know, one of the things that you guys have to realize, and I've told this to a lot of different people have to, you can go and hang out in people's streams and stuff. And usually we're okay with you talking about if you're a streamer, as long as you're not like, yo, here's my channel, go follow. You know,
oh my gosh.
I hate that. Right. But if you come in, you hang out for a little bit, and we'll talk to you and be like, hey, so tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Do you game or whatever? Then the door's open. You can talk about it. And then we'll have a discussion. And then other people in chat would be like, oh, well, I'll throw you a follow and come and check you out sometime. And then you do it through community and networking here on Rumble. And because of the way the platform's built, we very much feel like we're more of a family because we have a place to talk. We have a place to be ourselves. And we don't have to worry about hiding anything like, you know, on Twitch, you know, for example.
100%.
We can talk normal.
Yes. And I find that being, you know, myself to be so freeing and open. You know, if I get pissed off, I can just talk about it. No one's going to, you know, shut me down. So, you know, if you're out there and you're struggling, if you're watching this later on, you're like, you know, I'm struggling on the platform, go and hang out in some chats. Go and hang out in some, you know, and just talk to people and get to know them. And I promise you, Rumble will greet you with open arms, and they will just lavishly love on you. I mean, look at what Chris Plavowski did over the last couple of weeks, and how many people that we know. I know Ray got blessed, I think, with
I was shocked. I thought I didn't know they had this like whole rollout plan. I thought they just did it on the opening day of Wallet. So 2 days later, I'm like, it's the furthest thing from my mind. I was like, oh, cool. Like, they did that. That was cool. Dude, they jumped in and dropped 500 in my wallet. I was shocked. Like, genuine reaction. Like, holy crap. Did not know this was a thing.
Well, dude, even like this last week too, when who was Lone Wolf, I think was a brand new streamer on Rumble. Single Dad was doing an IRL stream. Chris came in and dropped like $2,500 or $3,000 or something crazy.
Well,
like that.
So Gaming on Rumble said that Lone Wolf is who got the 5.
Okay, so he got the 5. Yeah, and so I mean, just to see them do that was incredible, and it changed that guy's life.
Yeah.
And now I follow him on X. I've been following him for a while, and now it's everything about Rumble. And, you know, to see them talking about Rumble surpassing Kick here in the States, fantastic. We all knew Rumble was the future, and we're living in it, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and we're not stopping anytime soon, I don't think.
Meg's got something to say on this. I can see it in her eyes.
Yes.
Well, I was going to touch on what you were saying about, you know, the community and how much you've grown in just 7 months. It also has to do with you, like, not you specifically, Ray, but like you as a creator are what draws 100%. People to your stream, and your personality, and also how you talk, and the language that you use, and how you deliver it, and how you execute whatever it is that you're trying to execute. So there's a lot of deliverables that factor in to the retention, people coming to you, how you interact with people, your authenticity, number one. Authenticity is a huge thing. And I think Rumble is still so small right now, even though we've surpassed Kick. Woo! It's still so small.
Well,
that
Rumble as a whole is past kick. Rumble gaming is not. I mean, I'm not. This is not anti-Rumble. I love you, Rumble. I'm just saying, like, Rumble, most of its heavy hitters are not in the gaming side right now. So, like, there's that.
yeah, and
Morning, Jorba.
morning, Jorb.
Good Jorb.
Yeah, it all factors in, and authenticity to me is the biggest factor. How genuine are you? People see through stuff so easily, and then there are some that don't. But for me, you know, I've faced a lot of backlash and a lot of heat from certain individuals on this platform, and I never let it stop me. It's never going to stop me. They claim that I'm just this fake person that puts on a show. Nope, I put on a show. What you see on my show is what you see in real life.
100%.
This is me. This is how I am. I'm silly. I'm an entertainer from my inner core and out. Inside and out, I'm an entertainer. I've been that way since I was a little kid. I've been singing since I was in elementary school, performing since I was 17 years old, then performed in group fitness on a stage with thousands of people, then to live streaming. I've been doing this for a long time. And maybe it's the experience that I've had. I don't know. But it's something that you can develop and that you can learn as long as you are authentic and true to yourself.
Well, can you talk about the difference in authenticity and preparation? Because here's the thing that I've run into from a lot of people on Rumble that no offense, like people in this community, I think they feel like because they become Rumble premium partners, and I think that's a great blessing, but that all of a sudden in their head means that like they're a professional streamer and they know everything. And like respectfully, we don't know all the things. And so like I'm bringing over 20 years in like professional television and event production in that we're talking about here. Meg's talking about the decades that she's done the same thing. Like we've had conversations with people where people will say what you just said, like, well, I'm not going to change my language because then I'm not being authentic to me, or I'm not going to not be a 420 friendly streamer, even if that means that I don't get other sponsors and people to push me and partner me, because then I'm not being authentic to me. I'm not going to prepare a script and read a script or have stage pieces of my show because then that's fake, that's prepared. Authenticity and preparation are two very different things. Authenticity and making business decisions for how your brand can be consumed are two very, very, very different things. I'm not telling you to censor yourself. I'm just saying you have to be aware of how you, like the steps you take to be successful. For example, I know for a fact the only reason that I worked with EA and Madden for the Madden launch last year was because I was a family-friendly streamer with high quality. It's not because anyone knew who I was. No one knew who I was at EA. But they said to me, man, the fact that we can come to a streamer that knows about football and has a high production value and isn't swearing every other word, that is hugely important to us. Meg, talk about that difference in how can you be an authentic person and still have the brand and the personality, because you are streaming as a brand.
Yeah.
We all are.
To me, it's the delivery. It's all in the delivery. And preparation just means that you're working hard to stay authentic to your brand and to be on brand, whatever it is that you're talking about. Now, everyone's different. You don't have to script a show. Are you even doing a show, or are you just hopping on and doing like a just chatting or IRL type stream, or are you gaming and chatting at the same time? Like, it's very different for someone like me because I'm putting together like a late night show, basically.
Yeah,
it's a late night show. It's a talk show.
Yep.
And the preparation for me just means that that's my work. Your work is gaming and getting good at gaming, I guess. I don't know. I speak ignorantly to that because I'm not a gamer. Hashtag not a gamer.
Says the gamer with gaming footage in her face in Times Square. That's right. I know. Yeah.
But not a gamer.
To touch on, you said something about, well, I don't need to do this in order to get better. First of all, if that is your mentality, quit. Just stop.
Yeah.
Because you will never know everything. Everything changes on a daily basis. Everything is evolving on a daily basis. And if you think that there is zero room for improvement or zero things left for you to learn on how to get better at what you're doing, you should stop.
You're already dead.
Quit.
Yeah.
Quit. Yep. You should always be looking for opportunities to improve. opportunities to evolve, opportunities to get better. And a lot of that means self-assessing, means going back and watching your streams and taking notes, sending it to a trusted few people or one person, having an accountability partner and saying, hey, would you mind watching, 10 minutes start time, end time right here of my stream and just tell me I'm not feeling really great about it. I need some feedback. Finding a circle of trust that will give you that honest feedback, not what you want to hear. And if you're looking for somebody to tell you what you want to hear, quit.
Yeah, 100%. I can't tell. And like, I don't even do as fully produced of a show as you do. There's sometimes I do. Like the 1v1 Me podcast, I put a lot of thought into that when we do that. But like, I still go back to almost every stream and watch at least my just chatting back. Like when I am going through topical things, I'm grading, okay, when me and Danny are having conversation, am I talking too much? Like, cause that's a problem that I have to struggle with. Like when I do this show, I watch back almost all of it every week. Like I'm trying to make sure that I'm not like being too much. I'm in the role that I'm supposed to be in. It is what it is. It's not what it's not supposed to be. And I think Meg, you're one of them. Tex, you're definitely one of them. I'll send clips out in Discord and be like, what do you think on this? And I usually say, I already have my thought. I'm going to tell you my thought, but I want to hear yours first. And then so Meg will say, well, I think this, I think that, I think the other. And I'm like, here's what I don't like. Like, here's the things that I know I did wrong. Here's the and like to have people that you can trust have your best interest and say to you without like glazing.
Yes.
No, yes. This part's really good. This part's really bad. None of it's really bad. All of it's like whatever it actually is. Here's the thing that I think people will connect with. I think you didn't quite hit it here. Like those conversations, Meg, we just had like an hour-long conversation this week about this kind of stuff.
We did. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure did. And Kevin made a good point. Sorry to cut you off. He said, never take constructive criticism from people who have never constructed anything.
Truth.
Yep. 100%.
What's your credibility? Find people that are credible and will give you that honest feedback. I know Ray is credible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray will just tell you straight up. I've sent him stuff and sent him stuff and sent him stuff. And he's like, yeah, no. He's like, oh, well, it's all right. He goes, what are you trying to go for here? I'm like, man, why do you got to do this to me? Just tell me it's good already, okay? I'm done. I'm done. This
is kind of Ray's a jerk moment. Tex sent me a video. I had just met Tex. I've known him for a couple of weeks, and he sent me a video that he did for a client or so. I don't remember exactly what it was. And he was like, what do you think about it? And I was like, send me your video. Send me the actual file. Let me download it. Send me a Dropbox link. And I re-edited like the whole thing and sent it back to him. I was like,
in like 5 minutes, mind you.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
I was like, you probably want to be closer to this. Yeah, but I mean, I don't say that from the wrong place. It's so funny. Alistar's in here. I met Alistar today in Dan's chat. And I think the way that this happened was I was talking to Optimus Dan and Kitty Cog were on. I was just kind of hanging out in their chat a little this morning while I was getting up. And Alistar's messaged me. He's like, hey, I didn't know who you were. I just found you. Your content's amazing. Like gave you the follow. I didn't think anything of it. He then direct messaged me on Discord like 30 seconds later. And he's like, hey, I'm not a bot. I got a question. I really love your camera, like X, Y, and Z. And then I actually took the time to talk to him about it. Like that's the thing. Like if you want to grow, become a part of the community.
How much have you helped me with video stuff?
Oh, so much.
Right?
I mean, like I'm not, look, this is a teaching show, right? So like, I'm not throwing shade at Meg at all, but like 90% of your new animations have come from resources that I've given you.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not, doesn't mean that Meg doesn't know. It means that like we have people in our lives that are all on different platforms. I can share some things with Meg that I know. She can share some things with me that she knows. Tex shares stuff with me all the time that he knows. He's taught me how to set the bots up. And now because of that, I helped Meg set bots up 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Like all of us in the community take care of the community. And like, that's not a totally scalable thing. That can't happen when there's 10 million people in the gaming site. But like, you can still make an effort for the people that are making an effort. You know, if Alistair hadn't have messaged me, I probably wouldn't have gone and hunted him down and been like, hey, here's some camera notes that I have. But when people come to you and ask, like, you don't need to be like, oh, well, I'm not sharing with you because that's, you know, proprietary secret sauce or like, no, dude, like we're all growing this thing together. And as the tide rises, we all raise. So that's my opinion. I think that's what's worked for me. Maybe it doesn't work for everybody, but.
And so with video editing, I've taught myself how to do that by YouTube videos, YouTube, sorry. Looking up tutorials on like, if I have an idea, like, oh yeah, I want to do this on the video, but I don't know how to do it. And I taught myself how to use DaVinci. Now I've learned After Effects to a small degree. I've learned Premiere to a small degree, thanks to Ray. And I'm just learning all these things. And like, yes, the resources that Ray's given me, like, I don't want to bother him by being like, hey, I'm trying to do this, but I don't know how. So go and figure it out on my own before I absolutely have to reach out to him. And a lot of the times I do, and sometimes I can't. But
like, give me 20 minutes, I'll be in there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think like you also don't have to let people control your life, right? Like, so like, I'm very honest with anyone that reaches out to me. Like, hey, I'm tied up from now until 2 p.m. If you want to reach back out to me, if you're free around 2, I'll do my best. I'm probably going to forget that you asked me because, like, especially during the day, like, I'm so busy with like IRL work and stuff like that. And what I do is so strategic. Like my brain is all over the place during the day. I could literally be thinking about 20 different stage designs at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I'm just going through all the different things that are happening. So like I do my best to be like, hey, I'd love to help you out tonight at 7. I'm free. Tomorrow at 6. I'm free. Like whatever it is. But like you guys are never bothering me. I'm so excited to help the community rise. And I think it's awesome for you. Like you already had a great show, Meg. It's not like you needed anything, but like as you've grown, I'm stoked to be a part of where you're growing. And it's the same thing for Tex. I'm stoked to be a part of where Tex is growing, and I'm stoked to help out with things that I know to help out on. But like you can tell people who are self-invested, you know what I mean? And they hide behind community. And what their definition of community is really like, I'm going to pretend to be your friend so that you can come and donate and chat in my stream.
Yep.
I'm going to pretend to be your friend because I need to use you for something.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And that is not community. Community is also not gatekeeping people from other, gatekeeping creators from other creators.
Yep. It
is not building up a small group of creators.
Yeah.
All the freaking time. Like if your soapbox is community, it needs to be the whole community.
Yep.
Because if you're going to stand on that soapbox, but you're going to refuse to talk about this person or that person or this person or that guy over there because you don't like them. Now, I get it. That's fine. But get off the soapbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very important. You know, I kind of look at it from the standpoint that you can really tell a lot by a person's character by what they have to gain from helping somebody.
Yep.
You know, if you're only going out and helping people, like if I only went out and helped Meg because she's popular, or Lumpy, or Soltech, who was also in chat earlier, or whoever, right? That had some kind of stance or was something or whatever, then I would never amount to nothing. Like my approach to it would be selfish, self-centered. It would basically show itself out, and then I would basically be buried because other people come along.
Look, but I mean, this is important too. Tex, like you and I have had these conversations going both ways. Okay. Yes. This conversation we've had going both ways. There have been people that have jumped in the community that are attempting to make a splash, and you know they're trying to make a splash. And Tex has come to me at times and been like, I don't know about this guy. I don't know how much
my spidey sense is going off.
Yeah, like my space sense is going off. And I'm going, yeah, this isn't great, but also consider this, that, or the other. Like, it's not that we're gatekeeping each other, like who we are being friends with, but you have to have people in your actual, like in your circle, call it your tribe, call it your friend group, call it whatever you want to call it, but people that you trust enough to be like, okay, like that's a great thought, but have you considered X, Y, or Z? Here are the reasons that you might be wrong. It's like that in everything. It's like that in production quality. It's like that with people. It's like that in all of the things. And I think, again, like as the community builds, that honesty and accountability, I think is a word that Meg used a minute ago. That accountability is so important to you growing as a person and as a content creator. Accountability doesn't make you a better editor directly. It makes you put out better quality stuff because people are telling you you're going to embarrass yourself if you put that out. You know what I mean? And like, I think that's super important.
And I'm blessed that I have like a circle of friends here on this platform that I've made. And those people, they know who they are, have rallied behind me in the most subtle way.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest here, like the reasons why are not necessary to disclose. Like, it's nobody's business. But they were there and they kept telling me, let your content speak for itself.
Yeah, 100%.
Let your personality speak for itself. Let your authenticity speak for itself. It's all going to work out. It's fine. And again, to Kevin's point earlier about don't take criticism from people who have no credit. It's true. Somebody can run their mouth about you.
Yep. And they're going to. Get ready for that. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. And it doesn't necessarily bother me like what's being said. It's kind of like all the other elements that are added to it. But who cares?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, who freaking cares what Billy Bob says about your content or what he says to other people about you and your personality? It's like they don't know me.
Nope. The only thing that matters is if you're into it.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll be honest with you, there are so many content creators that have built their brand doing things that they don't even enjoy. And like, you might see them having success, but some of them are starting to come out and even say like, I just can't do this anymore. Like I hate this game. I hate this content. I feel like I'm locked into doing it because that's what's been successful. But from this point on, like whether I live or die by it, like this is what I'm doing. You got to be true to yourself as an artist, as a creative, as a creator, as a communicator, and as a person. And like we said earlier, like, yeah, so like, do I need to trim language off? Do I need to trim drinking on stage off? Do I need to trim being 420 friendly because I want to grow as a creator? I don't know whether you have to or don't have to do any of those things.
That's a choice.
Yeah, but what you have to do is to take self-assessment and say, is this thing holding me back? Or is it not?
Also, what is your why? Why are you doing it? If it's to make a career out of it, which that might be somebody's answer, is to make a career out of this, to make money from it, but also enjoy it. Well, that's when you have to self-assess and ask yourself, how is your brand going to be the most marketable to get those opportunities from brands, from companies that want to send you stuff or give you an affiliate link or give you an affiliate discount code? Like, some, if not most, do not want, dropping F-bombs or racist comments or death threats.
No.
Like, nobody wants to see that. And they certainly do not want to work with you if they're going to do that. And that's their personal choice and a business choice, much as it is your own personal choice as a creator to continue to do those things because you feel like that's authentic to you. But don't complain when those business choices made by the businesses and the companies decide not to work with you. Well, you're not entitled to that.
Yeah, but like it's a hard thing for Rumble creators to wrap their heads around sometimes because they're like, we're on Rumble and we have free speech. It's a free speech platform. You do. The platform will not stop you. But that does not mean there's not a consequence for it beyond the platform.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and like, we've got to be able to balance those two things. I'm not telling anyone to censor. I don't care if you get on this platform and you spew whatever you want to spew. That's up to you. Just don't break TOS. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do still have a TOS. I would encourage you guys to check out TOS if you haven't seen it, because like free speech doesn't mean racism. Free speech doesn't mean that you disparage people. Free speech doesn't mean that you abuse people. It doesn't mean all those sorts of things. But if you're within TOS and you're doing your free speech, just know that, like, I don't know, I'm like, freshen up energy is probably not going to align with some of the racist things that you say just because you can get away with saying on the platform. You have to know that you are your own representative. You are your own billboard, and the things that you do will be judged accordingly. So
yeah, I think sometimes it can be kind of hard. I remember there was only one time that really a company got under my skin. I put in to work with a certain company, and then they turned me down, which was fine. But then I was like, well, what can I do to better myself, or what, maybe is there something you guys are looking for? And he's like, oh, that's proprietary information. I was like, I just, at that point I knew it was because I didn't have 10,000 followers and all that other kind of stuff. And I wasn't ninja, and I just freaking went ham on social media. I haven't worked for him since. I mean, it's the only time I've ever done it because I just hate the disingenuousness of it. If it's that, I'm not a big enough creator, fine. You can tell me that, I'll move on with my life. But don't tell me it's this, proprietary secret sauce stuff. It's like, no, I think sometimes it can be really difficult to sometimes kind of work with brands and stuff like that. Have you had the pleasure or have you been approached by different brands to like work with them? How do you kind of handle that?
Is it me question or Maggie question? Yeah, Maggie's
me
literally
question.
sitting in a brand
I
deal right
know.
now.
That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I've had a couple. Technique Sport is the main one. And they haven't really, most of these brands don't really disclose like why they reach out to you. I think they just see, I take it as a compliment.
I'll tell you why they see it a billboard opportunity.
Yep.
I mean, like we got to grow up at some point in time. Brands see you, think that you can help them sell their good, and so they offer you a partnership to sell their product.
Right.
It's that easy. Like that's what it is.
And I view it as a compliment.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they're like, oh, wow, this company sees something in me enough to reach out to me to help sell their product. And I'm very grateful for that. I haven't had very many reach out. There was another company that reached out. I got an affiliate code with. They also make chairs, but I said, hey, I already have a chair deal with this company, but I'll work with your arms, your monitor desk arms.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, cool. So it's just, I don't know what to say other like, it's very hard for me to dance around being careful with my words because I could say just what's really on my head, but
do it.
No.
I'm here for it.
It depends on what it is, Ray. Depends on what it is.
Full
Okay?
yeah,
Let's not
no.
start
The
World War
last episode of Tools of the Trade, you guys saw it. Meg
That's right.
burned it
We're
to the
done
ground.
after that. Thank you very much.
Torture.
It's been fun. I know it's over.
No, it's if you want the opportunities, it's up to you to figure out how to get them.
Yeah.
It's nobody else's responsibility to build you up, to just give you things. The entitlement is real around here.
It's not just here though. It's on every platform.
It is, but it just in general, today in society, the entitlement is very real. You don't deserve something because you're you.
No.
Who are you? Like
Nobody.
Exactly.
Like,
well, I mean,
I'm technically nobody too. It's like we're all nobodies. Like at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all just human individuals, just trying not to either have fun, be entertaining, make a living, make a career out of something. It just depends. But it is up to you to figure out if you're not getting those opportunities or being approached by brands or getting brand deals by whoever that you're looking at. Ask yourself why and not just retort to, well, they suck because they don't want to work with me and I'm not changing the way that I talk. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. That's a choice. Great.
So you're not marketable. There it is. I mean, like, also a big part of this, guys, is like I think for you guys that have not had a lot of brand deals, if there's people in the chat that are working on this, because like brand deals, like putting those brand logos in our stream, like makes us look official, and there's some truth to some of those things, but you can't just jump on a brand deal because you want to get brand deals.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be smart enough to think about it and to decide at least, like, is this something that I actually want to, like, is this contract something that I feel like I can actually fulfill or that I want to fulfill? I'll be honest with you. I had a company in August, July actually, that reached out to me, and I actually met him at a trade show that I was at. I met their rep, and they're like, "We love your content. We desperately want to work with you. We're going to send you our affiliate or our partner agreement. We're going to send you all this product, and in the contract, we expect you to use our. I'll just say it was a camera company. I'll just say it was camera. Camera company's like, we want you to use our cameras when you go live. We want you to put our brand on there and say that you're using our cameras. And so I was like, sweet, send me the camera to test it. And they're like, well, we'll send it to you once you sign the agreement. And I was like,
nope.
Look, guys, my visual and audio feed is like the most important part to me of my brand. I'm not signing anything until I know that if I change my camera out to use your camera. And so then I did some research and I was like, based off of the research, I don't think the camera that you're offering me is going to be equal visual quality to what I currently have. I think that this camera that you have that's, $1,000 more is probably going to be closer. And I still don't think it's going to be equal to, but it would be enough for me to test and try. And they're like, well, our campaign is based off this one product line. We're really trying to push this product line to streamers. And I was like, then I'm not your guy. Like, respectfully, I'm just not your guy because not willing to take degradation in my visual camera quality just for the sake of having your brand on, even to give the camera away, like even to have resources and promotional stuff to give away. I think that's great. I love that. I'll sign a promo agreement with you if I don't have to use your camera, and I'll help to push it out, because I like actually your equipment. Some of it's pretty cool. I just am not going to stream with it.
Yeah.
And that, sorry.
No, go ahead, Meg.
Well, that's a great point, because it is very exciting as a what they call micro creator or whatever, a smaller creator, to get offered something, but that brand may not be the best choice for you. And I, like, when Technique Sport reached out to me, I immediately went on their website and I was like, okay, let's look at these chairs and let's see if anything is on brand for me. And this chair is like
made for
perfectly on brand for me. And I was like, sign it, sealed, delivered. So it's up to you to do that research, to go and look at the brand, kind of like Ray was saying, that camera was not better than the camera that he had. Thank you for the offer, but I'm not going to do that. And never sign anything before they give you a product to test.
Yes. Dude, I got approached by a pro chair company, and they were like, hey, we want to, we love what you're doing, want to work with you. So, okay, well, tell me, let's sit down, let's have a meeting, let's talk about it so I can find out more about your product. Like, oh, well, if you want more information, here's our website. I'm like, I dropped them. I didn't even work with them. I'm like, if you can't even take 5 minutes to at least talk to me like a human, then I'm not going to be some part of some turn and churn kind of machine where you're just trying to throw as much as you can out there. And Alistair in chat, I think he makes a very good point. He said, man, it's tough for me. I don't like to do ad reads because I haven't tried the products, and I feel like it affects my integrity to promote something I haven't tried. And Alistair, that is absolutely true. And of course, if you're talking about Rumble ads through the studio, I mean, that's a whole other conversation that we can have, and we can totally talk about that, because some people got really upset by the ad read stuff, and it was like,
I remember that was a fun couple weeks.
There was Rumble Premium. You can do, if you believe in Rumble, read Rumble Premium ads. If you believe in Rumble, do the coffee, the 1775 coffee is really good, you guys. I kid you not. I've actually had it.
Look, that's another brand I just turned down. I had a coffee company that reached out to me, and they're like, hey, we love you, man, we'd love to do your stuff. And I was like, guys, do you have literally anything other than coffee? And they're like, no. I was like, I don't drink coffee. I'm real sorry.
You don't drink coffee? Wait a minute. Wait.
No, maybe a little bit.
You don't drink coffee?
He's kicking me off the stream.
That's right.
He's looking for the scene that removes me.
Wait. Here we go. Wait. Let me go. Where is this at? Okay, bye. Thank you, Ray. Have a good day. See you later. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm kidding. I got this from the Rumble ad reads.
Nice.
So
Jorba said finally. You know what? Like, since we're talking about brands that we want to work with, Tex, just go ahead and give me a full cam real quick. I need a full cam on this one. I'm gonna make my pitch.
Okay, here we go.
Sony, I love you so much. Sony, I'm using your cameras right now. I'm stuck on an old A7R2 to stream with, but I am using your 20mm G series glass, and I think it's phenomenal. I would love to work with you, Sony. Please send me an A7 IV. That's all I want. Just send me an A7 IV. And I'll promote you in my photography pages. I'll promote you in my videography pages. I'll promote you on stream. I'll put your brand I will do dirty things for you, Sony. You need bodies, I'll hide the bodies. You just you need, and all I need is an A7 V. I'm kidding. That was my joke. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and dude, for those of you guys that want to fulfill that request, this is the raygaming@gmail.com. I think that's how you can get hold of him today.
Well, it's really hard for me to find brands. I feel like, and listen, this is very ignorant, may be an ignorant statement, but I do feel like it is easier for a gamer to reach out to brands because there's so many different products that a gamer can use. Keyboards, not mice, controllers, different PC parts, because, gamers love to show off their PCs. Like, I have a freaking badass PC, but
because Kevin built it for you because he's amazing and everything he does is amazing. No, I'm just kidding.
I could have dual PC. But for me, because of what I do, I've reached out to several clothing brands. I've reached out to different products companies that I feel like would be very niche and on brand for me, but I never hear anything back. And a lot of the times you're never going to hear anything.
Yeah.
back.
But you have to be not afraid of that, dude. What's the worst? They're going to say no. They can't eat your children.
Yeah.
I mean, make your pitch.
Yeah, exactly. And don't be afraid, you guys. I know that we're on Rumble, and so there's this whole stigma with Rumble right now, and it's fine. That's going to change as we start climbing up in the charts. Then they're going to be like, oh, there's more people here. Maybe we should rethink this. And if you do that and you reach out, and even if it's like, well, you're on that platform, we're going to do that. Maybe they'll change in the future, and then they'll reach back out to you, and then you'll have it in that way too as well.
Yeah. And this is kind of on subject, not really off subject, but as far as production goes, you don't have to have all the bells and whistles at first.
No.
Listen, everything that you see in my office, to my camera, to my microphone, if you go to my very first stream on Rumble, it looks nothing like this.
Oh, I need that link.
We can do that. Should we take a step back?
Meg, do you see the instant regret in Meg's eyes?
Yeah, I know. She's like,
regret.
She's like, I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, hold on. I think.
Okay, let's see.
I think I might have it.
Oh wow, dude! What is that, dude? That thumbnail. Okay, so let's take
I love this. I love this. And look, like guys, like let's be clear. Like none of this is to like.
Not that one.
None of this is us trying to like throw shade here. This is really, really, really important. Mm-hmm. We are showing you evolution as a content creator. The evolution of like even in these early streams, there's a lot of what Meg does that is still happening here. Like, but what you can see is where she's watched back and where she's taken people talking to her and what adjustments she's made. This is awesome. I love this. I love this.
It's really cool. You know what's so funny? Is like I remember you putting a lot of these things up. Mm-hmm. And it's so weird to look back at it and be like, holy crap. Yeah, that's the way that it was when she first came over to Rumble.
I just made the link unlisted, so it should work now. I'll send it to you on Discord. But it says first Rumble stream.
That's hilarious. I love it. My first Rumble stream, I took the thumbnail from an old picture because I hadn't been promoting myself. I was like, well, this one probably works. Like for my thumbnail.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah. And to see where I've grown and like how much this has changed behind me.
Yeah.
It makes me very, very proud of myself and how much I have worked very hard to get to what you see.
Yeah, but if you didn't work, you wouldn't have changed. If you wouldn't have changed, you wouldn't have grown. Like this is the thing that you got to understand. Like there's an evolution in content creation and there's an evolution to you as a creator, right? Yes. Like at some point you'll find your voice. At some point you'll find your vibe. At some point you'll find your platform. You know what I mean? And as all those things happen, like I'll be honest with you, man. Like we did a Just Chatting stream the other night that popped off for like 50,000 viewers. That like random, like Jorba jumped in, Meg jumped, like random people were coming in and out, and we didn't play a single game. That is the first stream I've ever done that wasn't like a 1 hour podcast. That was on my channel. That was like a legitimate like 4 hour just streaming, and it's funny to me because Meg and I and Tex and I and guys in my circle have had this conversation all the time. Like, is there a benefit to doing peppered in Just Chatting, like gaming culture topic streams and just talk about things with people? Like, does that work for me? And I was like, okay, guys, like it works. Like that works. So you're going to see some of that more from me. Like I'm not Dr. Dis. I'm definitely not Shroud. I'm not going to get in here and like just smoke and like I'll have some fun clips. Like Joe Donuts came in my stream the other night and he was making fun of me for playing PUBG. And then I had like 4 or 5 great plays in PUBG. And then he was like, okay, I'll play with you. You know what I mean? Like that will happen from time to time. But the reality of it is like, I think my creation and my content that I'm creating is probably better served in hosting and interviewing and having chat interaction. Like, I think that's my growth value. Does that mean I'm going to stop gaming? No, I'm not going to stop gaming. You know why? Because I freaking love to do it. Like, I just enjoy playing games.
As do I.
Yeah,
from
like
time to time, even though some people tell me I'm not allowed to because I'm hashtag not a gamer, but you know what?
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's one of those things like, if you want to talk about it, talk about it. If you want to play it, play it. If you want to watch it, watch it. Like, on Rumble right now, there's no rules. Like there's nothing that says on this platform, like even if you came from another platform where people knew you for being, I don't know, like a sports content creator, you can start over here. Start a new channel.
Yeah. It's funny because Seven's giving me a hard time in chat, and I see you, Seven. I've known Seven for years. He's like, I've been watching Vaping Gamers. He's aged quite a bit, but the beard looks exactly the same. That's kind of like that's kind of hurtful, Seven. And then of course now he puts out there too that I'm going to be playing in the reboot of A Miracle on 34th Street. Cannot confirm or deny such fact. But it is funny because I turned 50 in about 2 months. I turned 50, right? And so my wife's employer actually is like, we love your beard. We want to hire you to play Santa next year. I was like, really? Am I that point in my life where I'm going to be playing Santa?
Oh no.
That's 57, yes.
Text, did she send you the first stream? I have it.
I did put it in the private chat.
Okay.
There you go. Because I want to say, I've never seen this.
Okay.
I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm actually really
I love that Tex is entering his Kris Kringle phase.
Oh, dude, this is like, I'm thinking about Just for Men. That's really what I'm thinking about.
It's the Kris Kringle era of Tex's content creation, dude. But what's the thing too? Like Tex's content, which is very different in a lot of ways, and he'll play games, but like his content is so genuine and helpful. It's impossible for me to not sit in his chat and just enjoy it.
Like, look at that compared to my starting screen that I have now.
I know, but a lot of
the
elements are similar. I mean, it's very.
Who is that?
I don't know. I was going to ask, who's this?
Who is that?
You must have like a sister or something like that, right?
Who is that? Who is that little kid?
What year is this?
This is almost 3 years ago. Was this 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, November 15th. So it have to be a couple of years ago.
Is that Lucille leading up against the? You got the baseball bat from?
Oh, of course, talking about raccoons.
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
I think I see Kevin jumping back in there, popping in his head in the door.
Dude, my favorite Meggie clip of all time. Meg and I were doing like a Spider-Man show, and Meg started sneezing or crying or something, and she needed tissues. And Kevin is like military crawling, trying so hard to stay out of frame, but he's in the shot the whole time, just crawling in the background. And then this box of tissues just like elevates. Oh, I love it.
Rock said that's not even the same person. Exactly.
That's a lot of truth to that.
But like it is. There's not the same person. I've evolved as a creator, but also like you've got more lighting, a better camera. Like as a woman, you have to learn how to put on camera makeup. And like you have to do all these
as a
different
man,
things.
If you're on an actual set, guess what you wear? Camera makeup. Like, like that's a thing. People just don't get it. They don't get it.
It's the little details that make a difference. And again, like these are all things that you accumulate over time. It's like small little upgrades to your setup. And for me now, I'm not really adding anything as of right now. My little details are
I should buy something new.
right. Are pop-ups, stingers, things that make the stream very like interactive and immersive. And like my chat loves stingers. They love stingers. And they're like, oh, is it stinger time? Like they know it's stinger time and they can't wait and see if I've made a new one or, changing the way the millennial question of the day little pop-up looks. So it's like those little details are my main focus right now as far as just kind of upgrading my stream in presentation.
But that's for you.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that you guys got to understand too. Like a lot of your viewers, and I just had this conversation with Meg this week, people aren't coming to your channel because of those things. Okay. There are, or let me say it this way. People aren't staying in your channel because of those things. I think that there's a part of it that's window dressing. There's a part that you want your production quality to look good so that the passerby that doesn't know you, it presents that you're a professional, or it presents that you're a streamer that has their stuff together, and it's not going to be terrible audio and broken video and all these sorts of things. But people don't stay because of that. They stay because of you. Like Meg is so good at building community because she's a member of her community, and people like fall in love with Meg and like want to be a part of Meg's world. And so like people literally more than I'll ever have, people like schedule their life around when Meg goes live. Like, hey, I know I got to get my grocery shopping done because Meg's on at 8:30 or 7:30, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Like that's not because she's editing stingers. Those stingers give her the confidence to keep doing what she's doing because she's proud of it and she wants people to see it, and because she loves the content, it'll help other people love the content. But like people come to watch Meg because of Meg. People come to watch me. I don't know why. Like people come to watch that, you know what I mean? Like, but none of it is because we spend 10 hours a day making stingers. Stingers, content production, production value, planning, all of those things will create that brand. But ultimately, it comes down to you. It just comes down to you.
Thank you. And the community that I have built and continue to build on a daily basis is, I'm biased, but it's one of the best. It's one of the best. And I try to remind them every stream, or as much as I can, that like, I can't do what I do without them, because my channel, my stream, my show is a chat driven show. And it doesn't thrive without them.
I'm not loving you. Jorba says I come to see Ray because Ray's a chat. Or dad. I'm a dad.
Yes.
Maybe. Yes, that's true too.
Chat dad. But yeah, the chat, my community, my Meggie Bites, like they have been nothing but so incredibly supportive. You know, and that's another thing to kind of maybe touch on. It's like your community can tell when you're not really in the mood to stream, or when you had a bad day. And that's something that's ultimately a personal decision that you have to make. Like if you're not feeling it, don't dump that on your viewers or your community. Take the night off. Or if you've been doing it as long as like I have, or anybody else that's been in entertainment, like, you know how to turn it off. Yep. But then there are some days where you can't. You cannot turn it off.
And so, you know what you should probably do? Not go live.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you should just not go live.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't go live, because it's gonna affect your streams, it's gonna affect how you perform, it's gonna affect your community and your viewers, because they're gonna know something's off. And you might say something that might piss somebody off, and then you lose that person.
Yeah, I opened my stream the other night. Super weird, very anti how I normally, because like I don't do like body cam streams and all this kind of stuff. But like a guy that I played football with in high school was the subject of body cam back home and got into a gunfight with the police and got very publicly killed. And I was feeling some kind of way about it. I wasn't politically charged to feel some kind of way about it. I just was like, literally went live and I was like, look, guys, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to show this. I just got to get this out. Cause I don't know, like, I don't know where to put this. You know what I mean?
You're
like
processing it.
Yeah. I don't know how to do this. Like maybe I should have just not streamed. I don't know. Like it's one of those things, and you try to figure it out as you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's important. You know, there's a lot of times, like for me personally, like if I'm really not feeling it at all, I just won't do it. Yeah. I just think it's just better that way, because one, you know, I doing streaming and stuff and hanging out and talking to people, doing this show and the other stuff that I do, it's a release for me. I love doing it because I love talking to people from all over the world and different places of the globe that enjoy what I enjoy, right? Not everybody in my family likes the fact that I'm a gamer, like play video games, or that likes to talk about new tools for streaming, or you know, like I can go and tell my wife about, you know, Rumble surpassing Kick, and she's going to be like, well, what's a Kick?
What does that even? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's huge news. And so that's one of the reasons why that I come on here and do this kind of stuff. And I love getting to meet and talk to different people, you know. Hopefully soon, you know, Ray and I will actually be able to hang out live and IRL. Go grab a bite to eat or whatever, IRL, whatever. You know, it was great to hang out with Meg and also Jorba in chat too as well.
Unbelievably jealous.
For a bit. Kevin too jealous. As well. Silver Fox, everybody that was in Atlanta, freaking absolutely amazing time. Except Seven, because Seven, of course, has never been to Georgia or Atlanta, I don't think. But I did have the pleasure of going to Seven's house and meeting up with him where he lives. Out in California a while back. I've known Seven for years. Dude, Meg.
She's trying to get that wheel spinning.
Dude, thank you. So is that what you want? You want to spin on the wheel?
I just for having me.
Subs. Yeah, dude, he tried to come to Atlanta, Jorba, let's be honest. And of course, totally screwed up. But yeah, so Seven.
Jorba's in here telling me nice work. What'd I do? I don't even know. I can't follow Jorba today.
Yeah, 7 of 7 is now a Texan, and he learned. Congratulations, 7. We're glad to have you here. But he is such a great guy, and I've been able to make friends like that doing streaming.
Yeah.
I consider Ray to be a good friend. I consider Meg to be a friend. Kevin, Jorba too as well. Who actually is kind of in my industry too as well, which is kind of cool. Construction. You're welcome, Seven. You're welcome. I'll be more than happy to cash that for you.
That's funny.
But so, for all of us, we each have our own kind of unique ways of why we do the streaming.
Yeah.
And we kind of get involved in the space, and so, find your passion, find out what makes you tick. And, we should get wrapped up here because now it's almost going on close to 2 hours.
And then we have to pay Meg double.
I know. And we're running into the overtime right now, you guys. So, my budget, I've only got like $5. And so she said she agreed to $4.50 in an overtime of like 25 cents or something. So we need to kind of cut that off. But Meg, for those people that need to follow you, that want to follow you, where can they find you?
Well, you find me right here on Rumble, but I am on basically every social media platform. Everything is at MeggieMoo32. So very simple. If you just search me, you'll find me. But I go live with On the Subject, my nostalgia show every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night at 7:30, 8:30 Eastern. Topic changes every single show. It's a brand new topic every time, but we dive into Gen X and millennial nostalgia. So if you grew up with it in the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, we talk about it. So pop culture, music, movies, television, trends, clothes, snacks, food, candy, cereal, whatever it is, we talk about it. And it's always really fun. So I hope you guys stop by. But MeggieMoo32, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage you guys to go and throw a follow. It's always a great time. Of course, links are down below in the description too as well. So make sure you follow not only Ray, but also Meg too, everywhere where she streams. Go and check her show. Really, really great thing. Ray, do you have anything that you want to throw out there before we get going?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say that stay strong in the weather. The weather is weathering. Yes.
Yeah.
We are going to do our best to rebuild in South Florida. It's a tough time for us. Keep us in your prayers as we deal with this
70 degrees,
72-degree cold front. It's really the clouds more than anything that really bum me out. So like if you could pray for us about the 72 degrees and cloudy, rainy weather. No, I'm kidding. Seriously though, stay safe, guys. This storm is going to be bonkers for everybody. And so stay safe, stay strong, stay warm. Alistar with the $25 dono. Thank you
very much, dude, for the
he gets the spin of the wheel. He gets the spin of the wheel.
Yes, we're gonna do Meg spin, and we're also gonna do Alistair too. Alistair, you a streamer here on Rumble? I think you are, right?
Yes, he is a streamer here on Rumble.
So because you guys did that, you guys get a spin on the not rigged slot machine, and I promise you guys, it's not rigged.
I've been accused of rigging things on my channel.
Yeah, so let's try doing this.
You rig it so I can win. I'm just saying. Those mics that Kevin helped us give away were awesome.
Dude. I so am jealous of that, dude. I mean, I tell you what.
I tell you what.
What?
I do. I really want one of those. I mean, they look so freaking great. And especially for when I do like music and I'm playing guitar and stuff like that, it'd be such a freaking blessing.
There you go.
Let me see. Hold on one second here. We're gonna
the not rigged slot machine. Not rigged equals totally rigged. PCG John 5 says it's minus 22 degrees here. I just, you can understand, man. We're used to 85 and 90 degree weather 12 months a year. So
yeah.
Okay. So here we go. We're gonna do it this way because there's a problem.
Just kidding. Our weather's great, guys. I'm sorry.
With EV Mux. To where, for whatever particular reason, whenever we do this live on here, it shows something different to me, something different to Ray, something different to Meg, and then to everyone else in stream. So
if anyone sees a winner, tell them.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this a little bit differently here. Okay, so we're gonna share my screen so we can all be on the same page. Okay, so Meg gets to go first. She gets 3 spins on the not rigged slot machine. If you get 3 matching, then you get stream package from nerdordie.com, your choice, whatever you want, you get.
It's okay, Wishnick. We love you anyway.
Okay.
Compare your lives.
Yes, thank you. All right, here we go. That was a bug in the machine, everybody. You weren't supposed to see that.
Here we go.
Spin number 1.
I see.
We got heart, correct. No, all straight off the bat, the slot machine was like, we don't care.
They don't like me. I never win anything.
All right, let's try spin number 2.
Frag's in here trying to get some spins.
Gaming, and GOAT Fragniak with $10, dude. Thank you very much for the $10, dude. I appreciate that. Gaming, but you are the goat of gaming, Meg. Don't let that. Here we go. Spin number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the Not Rigged slot machine.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
There we go. Suck it. Gaming, and just straight off the bat was like, you're done. Okay.
Yeah, did not like me one bit.
Thank you very much, Meg, for playing the Not Rigged slot machine here. Rules of the trade. Okay, so now who do we have next? We got Alistar, and then we've also got Fragniak too as well.
Woo-hoo.
See, Frag needs some new threads. Here you go, Frag. You ready? Let me make sure that it's showing here. So this actually works really, really well. So spin number 1 for Alistar. It was supposed to be the emoji. Okay. 1 of 10, goat, and no, dude, just straight off the bat.
You got some new ones added.
Yes, we did. We got some new ones added. This is actually through the hub. So if you guys are one of the users of our hub, you guys have access to the Not Rigged slot machine. You can just add it via the URL. You can change the chances, all that stuff on the back end. Okay, spin number 2. Spin number 2 for Alistair. Let's see what you get, Alistair. You get wrecked, suck it, and yeah, so pretty much you lose almost straight away. Thank you very much. All right, spin number 3. That's right. Spin number 3 for Mr. Alistair. Let's go. You got it this time, bro. I have a feeling we're going to send good jujus. Goat, suck it. Nope. Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. Nice try, but we appreciate you playing. Not Rigged slot machine. Okay.
Here you go, boys and girls.
Now here you go.
And then Frag gets one, right?
Yes, Frag gets 3 spins too as well. So you guys are making me out of breath. I'm almost going to be 50, you guys. Okay. Can we just slow down on stuff? Here we go. Spin number 1. Not Rigged slot machines for Fragniak, who's an amazing creator too as well.
Yes.
See what we get. Rumble, and
Rumble Gaming.
Dang, Rumble Gaming just freaking threw a curveball.
Oh.
Let's go.
Dang.
That is
Like it's real
heartbreaker.
Everyone's talking about putting a magnet behind it.
The whammies.
No, suck it, Rumble Gaming. I guess apparently get wrecked. So there we go.
Nope,
Okay.
Nope.
And finally, spin number 3 for Mr. Fragniak. Let's go. Suck it and Rumble and go. So you are
Not rigged.
Yes.
No,
so thank you very
not
much
rigged,
for playing.
friends.
Appreciate that very, very, very much. And hopefully, you guys will come back and hang on the show. What the? Okay.
I told
what
my
do you
guy I
do?
wish
You
I was
get
as
3
cool as him.
seconds.
I wish I could stream wearing sunglasses and get away with it.
I just
I know. Only some people. Only some people can actually get away with that. Fragniak is definitely one of them.
He's
the man.
just got so much swag. I wish I had that
dude.
much swag.
Same here.
I am far too white.
I am
I have that
too.
much swag.
You should see me dance on stream, guys. I'm very white. Very, very white.
Okay.
Very white. It's very white for me.
like raisins and coleslaw white.
So what do you win if you get 3 suckets? You get $1. NC Native, you get $1. You want to get something, but you can't really buy nothing with $1, so you just got to suck it. That's just all it is. You get $1.
There you go.
But anyway, you guys, we are going to raid Kitten Cog. She is playing some games with Optimus Dan, playing, I believe she's playing Fortnite, I think, right now.
Frag says no raisins. Frag got the joke.
Yeah, no raisins. Gross.
But we appreciate you guys being here, and you guys take care of yourselves. Stay warm in the cold.
I will stay warm, friends. I promise you that.
I hope so. No.
Yeah. Wait, I got one for you.
We're going to the beach tomorrow.
Thank you, Meg. Somebody had to say it, so I'm glad. So you guys take care of yourselves,
See you guys.
each other. Stay warm. We'll see you guys again next week. All right. We're gonna raid out to Kitten Cog. See you later, everybody.